Hello, it is briiizyyyy Tarot here, back with another pick a card reading. For today, we are going to be asking Spirit for advice on how you can level up your career and or finances. So we have 4 piles here today. We have pile number 1 with the citrine, pile number 2 with the pyrite, pile number 3, and please forgive me, pile number 3, I did forget the name of this stone. I got it a very long time ago, but if any of you know it, feel free to comment down below. And then we have pile 4 with the Dalmatian jasper. Take a second now to meditate on the 4 piles and pick the one that calls out the most to you. Once you know your pile, go down below to the description box and click the corresponding timestamp. We have all of the cards shuffled for each pile, so once you click on your pile, we can get right on into your reading. All right, see you guys there. Hi, pile number 1. If you picked this stone and this pile, then this is going to be your reading on what advice Spirit has to level up your career and your finances. This is the stone you chose. I'm going to put that to the side. And now let's quickly go through your cards. So first up, we have Manipura. For your tarot, we have the 10 of Cups. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the 2 of Swords. And we have the Emperor. Okay, so I'm gonna first go through this before we get into your oracle cards and your advice. What I'm seeing for you, pile number 1, is that I think you're at a very, very big turning point for your career and your finances. I feel like you've been going through a transition recently. Now, this could have been over the last year. This could even be referring to something that might have been like very recent, like maybe the last couple of months, but I am seeing that you are moving towards better times, and maybe that is why you felt called to the citrine. I'm seeing that sunnier days are ahead of you. In the 3 of Swords and the 2 of Swords, I'm seeing that in order for you to get to this point, this transition, wherever you're at right now, you had to go through a very sort of painful process. And now this could look different for a lot of you guys. So I'm getting that for some of you, this was losing a friend. For some of you, this was possibly you going through a period of a lot of indecision. And it's very possible that that indecision maybe caused a lot of heartache for you. Maybe it made you feel very unstable. It's going to be very different depending on your specific case. But I am seeing that you have been going through this process almost like alone. Of course, you have had Spirit by your side, but I feel like it has felt very lonely because at times you felt lost and you maybe didn't know what was the right choice. But I am seeing that through everything you've been through for this transformation, for this shift, you have followed what is most authentic to you. And you have been very, like, I almost want to say brave, been very strong. And I think that that is what has been able to bring you to this point of now being able to transition into moving into better times. So I am seeing that in regards to your career and your finances, if your career and your finances was an area that you were struggling with for a while now, it is 110%, it is going to get better. For some of you, I'm even seeing that you are going to have, not even for, I don't want to even say for some of you, but because I am seeing that this is for all of you, I am seeing that whatever your next move in your career or your finances is, it's going to be something that is like, it brings you a lot of emotional fulfillment, not just financial security. I feel like it's something that is going to bring you a lot of peace. I feel like you're moving towards an era of emotional fulfillment for yourself. For those of you that are creatives, I am seeing you are going to have a job that you are very passionate about. It brings you a lot of happiness. I'm just seeing a lot of happiness for your future. And I think the biggest piece of advice that I'm seeing here right now is that you need to follow your joy, follow what lights you up. I think that is going to show you the way to the most abundance, the most wealth. Like, I'm just seeing that by following your joy, you will be led to the dream work situation. That is what's coming through. I'm also seeing that discipline is going to be very important for you in the Emperor. I feel like it's possible. All right, this next part is going to come out perhaps a little messy, so I do apologize in advance. But I am seeing that another thing that Spirit is urging is not only that you follow your joy, but that you practice discipline. I'm seeing that you had to walk away from certain things in order for this transition to even be possible for you. And I am seeing that it caused you a lot of heartbreak. And I'm seeing that for some of you, it's possible that you might get caught in like the mental trap of getting caught in like bad thoughts, or maybe negative thought patterns, or maybe you start like second guessing your abilities, second guessing what you want to do. Maybe you know exactly what you want to do, but you keep on second guessing it. And what Spirit is saying is that they want you to remain very focused on your goal. Like, oh, it's interesting. In this card, it's like a little tunnel here. In this card, you could see a little tunnel, and it's almost like, they're walking through. So I feel like with this, I'm getting the sense that Spirit wants you to have tunnel vision on your goals. Don't let anything get you off track. Don't let anything change your mind. I think that if you did have to let go of a like toxic habit, a toxic relationship, something of that nature, what Spirit is urging is that I feel like a big lesson that you learned from this, and maybe why you had to let go of this person or this relationship, this habit, whatever, or even like a job, or like it could be different things, but whatever you had to let go of, pile number one, I'm seeing that you had to let go of it in order for you to learn to trust your own judgment above all else. Like, I feel like a big thing that's going to determine, how successful your career turns out, or how much abundance, you can manifest for yourself, is how much you are willing to trust yourself. I'm seeing that, there is the promise of prosperity in this next chapter for you, but Spirit wants you to have complete faith in yourself and to know that if something brings you joy, that is enough of a reason for you to pursue it. And Spirit doesn't want you to get caught up in negative thought patterns, negative cycles, wondering what could have been, wondering if you're making a mistake. These are just the things that I'm getting. For some of you, it could even be something as simple as like, maybe you wake up one day and you're just not feeling so great, and then you start spiraling it, and you start going down this like rabbit hole of criticizing yourself, of not being kind to yourself, of like sort of telling yourself you're not good enough, and then you are like, why am I even doing this? Why am I even trying to live my dream, to pursue my passion? And Spirit wants you to stay away from those spiraling moments and really focus on mental clarity. I think that Spirit wants you to trust, that if you want to do something, there is reason to do it. I'm seeing that mental clarity is like a very big thing for this pile. Like, possibly you struggled with it a lot in the past. You're probably based off of this energy, you're probably still struggling with it, but I feel like the worst of times are over. Like, I feel like things are now going to get better, but I am seeing that, you know, you're still healing. Like, whatever you went through, it wasn't the easiest. So I am getting that Spirit is you know, obviously Spirit wants you to heal, Spirit wants you to be gentle with yourself, but Spirit doesn't want you to lose focus on what's ahead, because I think that there's a lot of big things ahead for you, pile number 1. Okay, so now we are going to get into your oracle cards for advice. First, we have your inner world is safe. Then we have using all your senses. And we have best case scenario. Okay, so immediately off the bat, I am being called to look at the number 33. So what that is telling me is that if you're seeing 3s, 33s, or 333, those could be a good sign for you. They could come up, especially in regards to synchronicities around your finances or financial opportunities. But also, 3 is the number of expansion. It is the number of growth. So what I'm seeing here for you in your advice cards is that Spirit is saying that now is a really good time to expand your knowledge base a little bit. I feel like it could be really helpful for you to seek knowledge on managing your finances, if you think that would be something that could be helpful for you, or even shifting your money mindset, that could also be really helpful for you. I actually saw a great podcast the other day on it, so I actually will link that below for those of you in this pile, just in case you want to check it out. But yeah, that was the first piece of advice I'm seeing. The second piece of advice, and I think that this ties in well with what I was saying earlier, in best case scenario, I am seeing that Spirit really is urging that you stay focused on what is the best outcome for you. What is the most ideal outcome for you? I'm seeing that for some of you, like I mentioned earlier, you might have a tendency to get stuck in negative thought patterns, and what Spirit wants you to say, it's so funny, the way that there's let me pick up this card actually. The way that there's a thunderbolt behind her, and she sort of looks carefree, and she's even throwing down her umbrella, and then over here it's really clear. So I don't know why, but that just communicated to me, I'm pretty sure I said it earlier, but it communicated again that the worst of your times are over. And I think that for those of you who you are coming from maybe a difficult situation, a situation where you had to walk away, a very isolating time, Spirit wants you to know that the worst of your times are over. You do not have to anticipate the worst, and you are safe to dream. You are safe to think of the best case scenario. Spirit doesn't want you to get caught in trying to expect the worst. I think that, your mindset is everything when it comes to the career and the level of abundance that you're manifesting for yourself right now, pile number 1. I'm also seeing in your inner world is safe. I am definitely getting the sense, if not now, then very recently, you might have gone through a phase with your emotions where it was maybe one day you're really happy, and then one day you're not feeling great, you're feeling really lost. And I feel like there's been a lot of ups and downs, which is totally understandable considering what it feels like you've been through a lot. And so I have a feeling that Spirit wants me to communicate to you guys that it's okay if you're not feeling great all the time. I think that Spirit is urging that you embrace all of your emotions, good or bad. I think all of your emotions, because emotions at the end of the day, they don't define you. They're just a reflection of your your current environment or how you're responding to your current environment. So you don't have to run away from them, I think is what Spirit is saying. Embrace all of your emotions, the good and the bad, and really allow yourself to, like, I feel like flow with your emotions is, like, a really good word. Because I think that it's going to make those moments where, because you can't escape the ups and downs of life. It doesn't matter how great life is going or how not great life is going. Life moves in cycles. You can always go up, then you can always go down. Like, there's nothing that really protects you from that, and that's fine. I think what's important is learning to embrace flowing with your emotions. That way it doesn't have such a severe impact on you. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like that is something else that Spirit is urging. Also, I did get the message in your inner world is safe. If there is a lot of chaotic stuff going on around you, maybe like things happening in your family, like life, familial life, or maybe like not even that, but like maybe your current situation is still not your ideal situation. I am seeing that Spirit is emphasizing that you, despite whatever current conditions might be happening around you, it's important to stay balanced and peaceful within, because I think that you have the potential to really change your situation in the coming year, in the coming 6 months specifically. I mean, honestly, you have, like, I feel like the timeline that I'm getting for this is the next year you're going to see like the biggest amount of change, but I think within the next 6 months you will start to form this already. But what I am seeing is that Spirit wants you to focus on maintaining peace within yourself. Don't allow outside distractions to sort of like knock you off your rhythm. I feel like Spirit wants you to be very disciplined in regards to how you are managing your emotions. In using all your senses, especially your sixth sense, what I'm seeing for you, pile number one, is that there is major emphasis on your intuition right now. I think that intuitively, you know what's next. You know what you want to do, and I think that your desires are leading you there. Pay attention to whatever you feel extremely called to do, wherever you feel intuitively guided, because I feel like, oh, another message just came through. If you are feeling really lost right now, I feel like you would benefit by doing like a meditation with your higher self. I feel like I might even do a reading on it about maybe like a message that your higher self has for you, because I am seeing that for some of you, like, your higher self has the exact message that you need right now. Like, in the sense, if you are feeling lost, like there can be something gained through connecting with your higher self. Like, I feel like you know what to do next. I feel like everything that's been happening for you, pile number one, and let me be clear, it's been happening for you, not to you, but for you. It is all meant to take you to your best, like, potential. I think that you probably weren't aware of it, but, if this reading is resonating with you, but you probably weren't aware of it, but maybe you were holding yourself back a lot, and I think that everything you've been through in the last year or the last couple of months was really meant to get you out of your own way, and I feel like you're ready to really begin that path towards your future and your abundance. Spirit just wants you to trust your intuition, trust your desires. If you desire something, that is a good enough reason to want to bring it through, or to want to work on it, or to want to try it. Don't doubt yourself, and keep a positive mindset. Like, try to maintain a positive attitude. Keep tunnel vision on your goals. Do not let the outer world distract you. And also know that having bad emotions, having bad days, that's okay. Don't let it get you off your rhythm. Instead, try to flow with your emotions. I love that I did this, but try to flow with your emotions, and try to be very gentle with yourself, and know that it's okay to feel what you're feeling, it doesn't have to define you because it's just your, your current circumstance. Okay, pile number 1, that is your reading. If you picked this pile, make sure to leave a little shrimp emoji down below. I also want to quickly mention that I do have a main channel here on YouTube, so if you would like to check that out, that will be linked below. I would love to see you guys over there. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more readings in the future. I hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful night, whenever you're seeing this, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye! Okay, hi pile number 2. So if you picked this stone and this pile, then this is going to be your reading on what advice Spirit has for you on leveling up your career and your finances. You got the pyrite for this pile. Fun fact, pyrite is actually one of my favorite stones. Now let's get into your cards. So first up, we have Bhakti. So off the bat, I do want to note that with this first set of cards, my intention was to get what your current energies are, and then we'll go into your oracles for advice later. So first up for your tarot, we have Ace of Wands. Then we have King of Swords. Then we have Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're definitely working on something. Like, I'm seeing that there's you have sort of this inner flame has been lit. Maybe it's been recently. I feel like they're either you're already working on this thing, or you've just begun working on this. Like, the fire has been lit. This thing might still be an idea. Maybe you're gaining knowledge, right? I am getting the sense that for a lot of you, you are far along in the process. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Four of Swords. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so immediately what I'm seeing in your tarot pile number 2, and also in this card, because this card, Bhakti, is about devotion, right? You are devoted to something, something that you're almost seeing as greater than yourself. And I feel like whatever it is you are desiring right now. So for those of you who are in school, maybe you're in college and you're studying towards a certain thing, for those, some of you, it's going to be a business or some sort of project that you've been working on for a while now. I do deeply feel that you are in it. And for some reason, I'm getting the sense that you're almost I don't want to say running to the finish line. You are. I feel like you, I feel like a lot of you could possibly be in, much need of a deep rest, because of how hard you're working yourself. And I think that the hard work is paying off. I'm seeing that you're doing well, but I am seeing that you need a little rest. You need a little self-care time. For some of you, you may have even been feeling really tired or really socially withdrawn recently. But you might still be trying to force yourself to go out or force yourself to be around people. And I think that Spirit is saying that the reason why maybe your social battery is drained is because you are in need of rest, and you're denying yourself that. That's only a message that's going to apply to some of you. I'm also feeling that for a lot of you, you're caught in between balancing two things. Now, for those of you who you've been working on a business, maybe you're working on a business and you're also working a 9 to 5. For those of you who are in school, maybe you're in school and then maybe you want to balance your social life. It's something along the lines of I'm seeing that you are balancing two things, or maybe there is a desire for two things that I'm seeing right now. I am seeing that you are super devoted to whatever it is you're working on right now, and I feel like that this is working out well for you, but already what I'm seeing is that Spirit does want you to take a step back and take some rest. I also feel like I did get the sense earlier with the Knight of Pentacles, like a lot of you could be like studying something. I guess that's why I'm like bringing up the school example, but like this could even be as simple as like maybe you had the idea for a business recently and like you're studying, you're like gaining the information, and maybe so you're really far along in that process and maybe you haven't begun it yet. I am getting, oh my god, there's like so many different ways to interpret this. It's like almost like it's so interesting. So like for some of you, you are balancing two things, but like for some of you, this is like the thing that you're working on, the thing that you're passionate about is something that you've already started working on. For others in this pile, this thing is not something you've started working on, but the idea is formed. The fire has been lit. The idea is formed. It's just not in fruition yet. I feel like you're gaining information or you just recently came to clarity. And I feel like there's like this like fast energy around whatever this is. And I do see that you're working hard. Yeah, it's even interesting. Like even in this card, you know, in the Knight of Swords, like they're running and it seems like they're running towards this bike, right? And what I found interesting about that is like they're not yet on the bike, right? So like it's like you get, you know, you're on your way, but you haven't got the wheels turning yet. I don't know why, but that was like the message that came through. I feel like we're ready for your oracles, for your advice, okay? So we have Take the Lead, Stag Spirit. We have Wolf Spirit, Turn Knowledge into Wisdom. And then we have Big Changes. Okay, right off the bat, like something I do want to say immediately, I got the feeling as soon as I looked at this card, there is a lot of abundance that can be gained through whatever this thing is. If this is an idea you haven't begun working on yet, I am seeing that Spirit is saying that there is going to be so much prosperity coming from this. I'm almost seeing even like an overwhelming amount of prosperity. For some of you, this is not even going to be, this is not even just going to be about one thing. This could be about like abundance or big changes happening in so many different areas of your life. Like one of it could be, oh yeah, your money situation, your career situation, but then like some of you, like I'm seeing like moving could even be on the horizon, going into like a more peaceful era. I'm just seeing that there's, in the next chapter, there's going to be a lot of beauty, a lot of abundance, a lot of wealth, a lot of happiness, prosperity. Like, you know, also for those of you who felt called to pile number 1, it does kind of make sense because I feel like your futures look a little similar, but I think where you're at right now is really different. But if you did feel called to pile number 1, there might be some messages in there for you. But I'm just seeing that like you're feeling blessed in this next era of your life. I think that all the hard work you're putting in, or if you haven't begun really putting towards the work, then maybe like, you know, all the research you've done or all the like I'm just seeing like whatever this thing is, it will be worth the hard work. I am seeing what Spirit's advice is for you is to take the lead on this, number 1. If this isn't something that you've begun to make moves towards, I think that Spirit is saying that you don't have to wait, you know, and like use your own judgment, but I'm getting the sense that some of you are like, wait, like you're accumulating knowledge, but I feel like you could start if you wanted to, and I feel like Spirit is saying like, don't be worried, like, you know, you don't have to have it all figured out before you start. I think that like there is a message here kind of around jumping in. Again, right, take that only if it resonates. Also seeing with Turn Knowledge into Wisdom, this is kind of giving me a few things. For some of you, I feel like you have been in situations in the past where maybe you have like expended your energy. Expended? Is that a word? I don't even know if that's a word. My fault, guys. I don't know if that's a word. But you've just like used your energy in ways that maybe didn't serve you. Like maybe you like overworked yourself, you burned yourself out. And I think that Spirit wants you to look back at those experiences and like wants you to be mindful not to repeat the same mistakes. Also, like a very specific message, but if you've invested in businesses before and it hasn't like taken off before, Spirit, like if you have experiences like that, I feel like Spirit wants you to recall those experiences and use them like to give you wisdom on how to move forward on something. I'm seeing that that's like a message that's going to resonate for some of you. I'm also seeing that for some of you that I think like, you know, the difference between knowledge and wisdom is that wisdom can really only be gained through experience, right? And I think that, like, to me, that I don't know, that's just like signaling that you need to experience something. Like, if this is in regards to like a something that you haven't begun yet, like, I'm fully seeing Spirit urging you to like press forward and to trust yourself. You're actually going to be very like pleasantly surprised with the outcome. I'm also seeing that, like I did mention earlier, like some of you are going to be feeling like the universe is showering you with blessings. I think that Spirit is calling you to like have faith in where something takes you. I just feel like there's gonna be a pleasant surprise in this area for you. I think that you're gonna have to be the one who takes the leap, or the way that this begins is gonna be like the energy is just very much, it feels like a surprise, it feels like a pleasant surprise, but I just overall I'm getting the sense that Spirit wants you to take that leap. Spirit wants you to believe in yourself. If you get an opportunity, like, oh, I just got like a scenario. So like, let's say some of you might get an opportunity and maybe you're not like expecting, like the opportunity almost seems too good to be true and you're like, oh my God, like, yeah, this is what I wanted, but am I ready? Like, what if I need to know more things? What if I need to study more? Or what if I'm not good? And like Spirit wants you to know that if an opportunity is placed at your doorstep, there is something to be gained from it. It is either experience or it's going to be something you're actually really good at. And I'm getting the feeling for a lot of you that you are more capable and more ready than you think, and Spirit is asking that you believe in yourself and you trust in yourself and you just take that leap of faith. I think that there's a surprise coming your way. Or like for those of like some of you, like I'm just getting like this card is just giving like there's a surprise coming. Or like the other interpretation of this is that a year from now, or like whenever this like transition is over, or whenever you've like begun this like business or this thing, or you've like finished school, like you're gonna be so showered in abundance, so showered in prosperity, all of like the work will have been worth it, and you'll almost be like it's almost like this, it's like a feeling of surprise. It's like the universe just like bestowed this gift onto you. Yeah. Okay, pile number 2, that is what I have for your reading on what advice Spirit has for you to up-level your career and finances. If you pick this pile, make sure to leave a little wolf emoji down below and let me know, how did it resonate? Also, I quickly want to mention that I do have a main channel here on YouTube. If you guys wanted to check that out and hang out a little more, I would love to see you guys over there. I will be linking that down below. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more readings in the future. I hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful night whenever you're seeing this, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. If you picked this stone and this pile, then this is going to be your reading on what advice Spirit has for you to up-level your career and your finances. So that was your stone. Let's quickly go over your cards. Wow, you have a lot of cards in this pile. I think you might have the most cards in this pile. Okay, first you have Chinnamasta. And then let's get into your tarot. So it was my intention with these tarot cards and with this card that we would go over your current situation, the current energies in your situation. So I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Cups, the Moon, the Hierophant, the 4 of Wands, the 9 of Cups. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the King of Cups, the King of Cups. The 2 of Cups. Ooh, interesting. The 10 of Swords. Okay, so we do have a few more cards, but I do want to go through these first to just get a sense of what I'm seeing. You definitely have gone through a big shift recently. Let's make sure I get all of these in frame. You have definitely gone through a big shift recently. I'm seeing that there was definitely an ending, right? Because, you know, this card is all about transformation, but also in the 10 of Swords, you know, literally it says endings, final closure. I'm seeing that a part of your life has now come to an ending. This could even have been a karmic cycle that has ended for you. I am seeing that whatever it was, it probably was a very painful ending. We see in the 5 of Cups, we see loss, leaving, sorrow. We also, you know, I'm getting the sense with the Moon card being here, that you were feeling very lost for a time because of whatever this ending was. For some of you, it might have had to do with love, or maybe it was even around a community, or maybe like there's like this mess. It's very interesting because, you know, and it's funny because we have the Wheel of Fortune, and I don't know why, but this card is, I'm like thinking so much about cycles, like beginnings and endings. Like I feel like for this card, for the Wheel of Fortune, like this is signifying to me like a new beginning, like a fresh start. But then, you know, we have this part of the cards, like this section ends with the 10 of Swords, which is like about endings and closure. And I feel like it's almost difficult for me to distinguish in your energy the beginning and the end. So I feel like you have just come to like an ending of a major like period, like a cycle in your life, potentially a karmic cycle. And I feel like it coincides with a new beginning. So, you know, I feel like some of you have possibly recently made new connections. For some of you, you might have recently met somebody, like a romantic interest, or it could have been a romantic interest that you lost. For some of you, you are meeting a new like community, or it could have been a community that you lost. I am getting the sense that for some of you, you like there's a teacher coming up here. I feel like there was a teacher for you, or yeah, there was a teacher, like or there's a teacher either coming in right now, yeah, or there's like a certain guide for you right now. Like I'm seeing like there's this could even be something as simple as like, you know, maybe you're reading a book and then maybe like the author of the book is somebody you like really resonate with, and like you feel like you're learning from like the materials that they're writing, and it's like, but I am seeing like a teacher is coming in for you right now. For some of you, this is actually somebody you know. It could be even like a family member, or it could be a friend, like just somebody who serves as a guide to you. But I'm just seeing like there is an emphasis around your heart space, which is interesting because this is about your career and your finances. So I think that the next few cards are probably going to tell me a little bit how one has to do with the other. But I definitely am seeing that you just went through a very like dramatic shift, the end of a cycle. Yeah, that is what I'm getting from these cards. All right, let's get into the rest of your tarot. We have the Page of Swords. We have the 2 of Wands. Oh, okay. yeah, that was really interesting because I literally just said, oh, like maybe it's going to tell us a little bit about like how this relates to your career. And I'm like, okay, I get it. And then we have the Emperor. Okay. Interesting. We have the Emperor and it comes right next to the Hierophant. Okay, so what I'm seeing, for some of you, whoever this teacher is that recently has come into your life, it could be literally a teacher. You know, if you're in school right now, this could be talking about a teacher you have. But I am seeing that there's somebody who's going to be an influence on you in regards to like your work. For some of you, this is even going to be a friend, like somebody you collab with, a community that you collaborate with. For some of you, this might even be like a romantic interest that you meet, and then you guys actually share a lot of the same passions. But I do feel that there is there's a message about you working with other people. If you did go through an ending of a relationship, the message that I'm getting from Spirit is that this relationship was holding you back, and it was not supporting the person that you were becoming. And I think that the new people who are coming into your life now, the potential, you know, relationships, partnerships, friendships, mentors, guides, they are going to help you on your path to becoming who you're meant to be. I'm also seeing in the Page of Swords, there is an area of interest, like that you have a lot of curiosity about. For some of you, I'm just gonna throw out like things that are like that I'm thinking of. For some of you, this is going to be about finance. For some of you, this is going to be about content creation. For some of you, this could be about like a career that maybe, like, I'm just getting the sense that like you've thought about it for a while, but like maybe it wasn't an option before or something of that nature. Or maybe like you tried before, but you weren't able to fully do it. Like there's something of that sense, but there's something that you have a lot of curiosity for and a lot of ambition for. Like I think that if you are resonating with this is likely going to be something that like you don't just want to do, you want to be one of the best at. And I think that whatever connection is coming into your life right now is meant to help take you there. I also feel like there's a lot during this time that you could potentially learn from like these connections, but not only just like from the connections, but like there's also like a lot of knowledge out there that you could learn. I think that some of you would really benefit from like looking into like books on the specific thing that you want to pursue, or like looking up how other people did it is a really good thing, I think, for you guys. Okay, so those were your cards. We are going to get into your oracles for advice. So first we have, I now create a wonderful new job. Oh, interesting. There's eyes on you. That was the message that I just got. That for some of you, this could be you wanting to step into the spotlight. Yeah, so I am totally open and receptive to a wonderful new position, using my creative talents and abilities, working for and with people I love in a wonderful location and earning good money. I read that so weird. That was really interesting. Like the cadence with that was just very strange. I am definitely getting the sense that for some of you, this is about stepping into the spotlight. Or possibly doing public speaking of some sort. Or it's a skill, or it's like a job or a career. If it's not about you stepping in the spotlight, then I'm seeing that it's about something that you're really good at, you're really talented at, and like you will be receiving recognition for. Okay. Next we have, I am in the process of positive change. I am unfolding in fulfilling ways. Only good can come to me. I now express health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind. Interesting. Okay, so I'm also getting, it's interesting because I also said this to pile 2, but if you are in this pile and you did feel called to pile number 1, that would not surprise me. because I felt like, I don't know why, but this message, something about it reminded me of pile number 1. So if you want to go check that out, feel free to do that. But I am getting the sense that Spirit wants you to be, to know that you are on the right path. You are moving in the right direction for yourself. I just got the message, like some of you, the way that this comes together, like you will, like it will, like not surprise you, but like, I don't know. It reminds me of that Steve Jobs quote that's like, you're only ever going to be able to connect the dots looking back, so don't try to connect the dots moving forward, or like you never know how something's going to help benefit you. It's something of that nature. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm just not great at communicating with this pile. If that is something you struggle with, feel free to, take that as a sign, extra confirmation. Yeah, I think that Spirit is asking, though, that you, like, make the best out of any situation or all of your current circumstances. And I think that Spirit really wants you to focus on, like, your mental health. Yeah, there's, like, a big emphasis there. I mean, if you did just go through, like, an endings or some sort of closure, or maybe you need closure. Maybe you're, like, healing from stuff in the past, and, like, this is not an ending that you're presently going through, but maybe this is, like, something you went through in the past, and, like, you're still healing, you're still, like, moving on from it. And I think that Spirit is saying, like, to prioritize, like, your mind or your mental health. Ooh, okay, we have, my income is constantly increasing. I begin now, today, to open myself to ever-increasing prosperity. Yeah, some of you, okay, another message I got, Spirit is saying some of you need to do a little work around shifting your money mindset. Some of you, like, have very high earning potentials, but, like, you're almost, like, not, all of the people in this file have very high earning, we all have very high earning potentials, but I'm seeing that some of you do not believe in your earning potential, or maybe, like, you're, like, I'm just getting the feeling like you're selling yourself short, and Spirit wants you to understand, or to have, like, an inner knowing that, like, you can always change your money situation, and, like, if you desire a certain life for yourself, like, almost like there's, like, this message, like, Spirit is saying, like, if you come up with your dream life, and you determine the cost of it, let's say it's gonna mean that you have to start making $10,000 a month, then the answer, instead of saying, oh, I can't make that kind of money, the answer should be, okay, how do I make $10,000 a month? How can I make that happen? Like, Spirit wants you to know that you have the potential to increase your income. You have very high earning potential, pile number 3, and Spirit wants you to know that. I feel like some of you might possibly have a defeatist attitude around that, or maybe, like, you're stuck in a negative mindset around money, and, like, Spirit is just very, very clearly saying, like, you need to know that there's, like, so much positivity in this area for you. Alright, hi guys. So my camera did cut out, so I'm sorry if there was, like, an abrupt ending to that part. I don't even know where we left off, but let's get into your final advice cards. So these actually came out in the reverse, so I'm gonna take the healing definition. So we have know your worth in reverse, and we have hope on the horizon in the reverse. So what I'm getting from this immediately, especially with the know your worth in reverse, and I think I said it before with the Ten of Swords, it might not be an ending that you've gone through, like a literal ending, but maybe it is like an ending in the past, or a situation that you're still healing from, or maybe a situation that you needed, like, some sort of closure or confirmation on. And what I'm seeing is that this situation affected your sense of self-worth, and I think that one of the major messages I've seen is like Spirit wants you to have a positive attitude towards your future and know that like there is good things on the horizon for you, especially if you like had issues around like money, but it might not even necessarily be money, but just like the way that you value yourself. And I'm just seeing that this could be because of a situation from your past that was very painful, and it made you second guess yourself a lot. And I think what Spirit is wanting you to heal is your ideas around what you are worth, and you know how you value yourself, because I think that Spirit wants you to know you are worth so much more, you are capable of so much more, and you know Spirit really wants you to know that. I'm also seeing that Spirit is, like the message that Spirit is giving me is that it would be very helpful for you to have some sort of spiritual practice in your like daily routine, you know, like a meditation practice or some form of prayer, you know, honestly, whatever would work for you. But I think that there can be a lot gained for you by connecting with your guides and connecting with Spirit or God, or you know, however you connect with that side of yourself. Yeah, I just think that there is a lot to be gained from that sort of connection becoming a part of your everyday. I'm also getting the sense from these cards that Spirit is saying that there's actually a lot of really amazing stuff on the horizon for you. I think one of the big things is like just getting you to see it, getting you to open your eyes to seeing the potential. I just got this message. I don't know why. This just reminded me. I mean, I think that's literally like a peacock's, you know, feather, but this card reminded me of peacocks, and like I don't know why, but like it just reminded me of like the saying like let it shine. Like I think that you have the potential to accomplish whatever it is you're setting out to do. You have the potential to earn a very high income. I think that it's just a matter of you believing in yourself and expressing your talents. I think that you are 110%, you're on the right path, even if it's been hard, even if you're not sure if you're capable of it or something. I think that things are getting better. And I think that you are more than capable, whatever this opportunity it is that you want, whatever this dream is you want. I think you are more than capable, and Spirit just really wants you to believe in yourself and to let it shine, let your talent shine. Nurture your gifts is another saying that's coming through for me. Yeah, there's actually a lot of abundance coming your way. Even like if you look at this card, like I don't know, just this even reminded me of like a shooting star, like wishing upon a star. Like I feel like what you're manifesting right now for your career is going to feel like a dream come true, and maybe there was a point in your life where you never would have thought it possible, and I see that this is going to come for you, and I am seeing that you're going to have help. You're going to have a mentor, you're going to have a guide, you might have a friend or a group of friends that helps you. But Spirit is saying that, you know, for you, like advice for you would just be to be positive about the change you're going through, you know, and know that you have the potential to live your dreams. You are like more than capable. And you're so gifted, pile number 3. So gifted. You're so worthy of, if it is you wanting to step out into the spotlight or receive recognition, you are so worthy of it. Alright, pile 3, that is the reading I have for you guys on what advice Spirit has to up-level your career and finances. If you picked this pile, make sure to leave a little peacock emoji down below and let me know, did this reading resonate? I also want to let you guys know that I do have a main channel here on YouTube, so if you are interested in checking that out, feel free to do so. I would love to see you guys over there. I will be linking that down below. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more readings in the future. I hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful night whenever you're seeing this, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye! Hello, pile number 4. If you chose this stone and this pile, then this is going to be your rating on what advice Spirit has for you to up-level your career and your finances. So this is the stone. We're going to put that to the side. And now let's get into your cards, okay? So we have Brianna. And we also have your tarot. So to start, we have the 6 of Cups. You actually got quite a bit of tarot, so I don't know how we're going to fit all of this. We might have to do this in parts. Okay. We have the 6 of Cups. We have the 2 of Cups. Ooh. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the Page of Wands. We have the 7 of Cups. How interesting. I'm getting the idea. It's so interesting. I just want to say it before I forget, but like as I'm pulling these cards, I am seeing that there's a lot of like emotional choices maybe you have to make, or there is a sense of indecision about how you want to move forward, or like maybe you have a general idea of what you want, but maybe you're not very sure like how exactly you want to bring it through, or maybe you haven't started working towards it. That was just a message I got in regards to your career. We also have the 2 of Wands. We have Temperance. We have Justice, and we have 2 more cards, but I am going to put them to the side for now. And we're just going to go through these first. Let's make sure they're all on camera. All right. Okay, so off the bat, after looking a little more into this card, I am definitely seeing that you are 100%, you have a general idea of what it is you want to bring through. But I am seeing that there is some sort of either lack of clarity on how to move forward, or maybe you have not put enough of your concentrated energy into this. I'm also seeing that you might simply, like, one of the things that might hold you back is that you feel like, oh, you don't have enough time, is something that I'm getting. However, I'm seeing that this is something that you've possibly wanting to do for a very long time. I'm also seeing that for some of you, you could have recently got into a relationship, or you are in a very committed relationship. When I saw this, I was very instantly drawn to the fact that it was like, you know, a couple, like it just felt like very much like a couple to me. So it is possible that right now you have a lot of things on your plate, or maybe you have a lot of directions that you could take a certain idea in. And I'm seeing that there is a lack of clarity around this, right? Because in the 7 of Cups, we do see like a lot of clouds around these cups, and like each of these cups could represent an idea, or maybe like a certain pathway, right? I am seeing in this card that there is a call for more focus in this area, for more concentration. I'm seeing that right now you're definitely balancing a lot of things. Like I'm getting a lot of imagery of like twos, right? Because we have, this is so interesting. So we have the Temperance, right? You have like 1 foot on land, 1 foot in water. You have the 2 cups. You have the Justice card with the scales. It's possible that you might be waiting for the current situation in your life to balance out a little bit. We have the 2 of Wands, and I'm seeing that for some of you, you might even be about to travel somewhere. That might be a thing coming up for you. Maybe if you are seeing this at the time it was posted, perhaps you're traveling for the holidays. But also I am getting the sense that like this is a timeless reading, so it's whenever you're seeing this. So like this could even be like maybe you planning to move too. That's also something that came up. Yeah, but I'm definitely seeing some of you are heavily considering traveling right now. I'm seeing that whatever this thing, like there is a sense that there's something here that you do want in regards to your career and your finances, but you're like putting it off, or you've been putting it off for a while, and maybe it's just because you've had like a lot of other things on your plate, and you're more so focused on balancing like everything that you currently have, and maybe there's not enough room for it. But I do see that it is something that you do want to bring through. Also, some of you might be really into yoga. Weird message, but it just had to bring that through. Take that as confirmation that this pile is for you. Yeah, it's so interesting. I just think that there's a lot of indecision is what I'm picking up. There's a lack of focus. Ooh, okay. Wow, this is so interesting. You're very hardworking, which makes sense because I am seeing you have a lot of like things on your plate as it is. I'm seeing like you have a lot of things on your plate, but like it's not like you're unhappy with it. I feel like you're very hardworking because like you care to enjoy the life that you lead. So I feel like the things that you're working on now are like very important, and it makes sense if you're like putting off this other thing, this dream. Also, for some of you, I mean, I am really getting the sense that there is Spirit does want to call attention to the fact that you have been working hard and you should be able to enjoy what you've been working for. I think one sign that you might be overworking yourself is if you can't even enjoy like what you've been working towards or enjoy your wealth. Yeah, I am. It's very interesting here because I'm seeing you're in a very tricky situation. Pile number 4, in the sense that like everything you're working on, I do recognize the importance. It doesn't feel like you're wasting your energy. I definitely feel like the things you are working on, I get why they are a priority in your life. But I am seeing that there's this other, or maybe like in regards to your future, you do have so many different ideas, but you're not sure how to move forward with them because you're so busy with work. I don't know. There's something about that. It's really interesting. Okay, if that resonated, then you could definitely take this as confirmation that this reading is for you. We're going to get into your advice cards about how to up-level your career and your finances. I just got the keep going. I think what you're doing right now, I think that as it might be a bit of a balancing act, but I am seeing that it is going to be well worth it for you. Pile number 4. In regards, oh my god, this reading might just be the shortest reading, which is ironic because you got the most tarot cards, but the message is coming through so clear. Spirit is telling you that what you're I'm seeing that you're working on a lot right now, or potentially you just have a lot on your plate. Spirit is saying for you to keep going. I think the only thing that Spirit is advising is that if there is something that you want, more like an increased amount of concentration of that area of your life would be very helpful. Otherwise, I think that you're on the right path. You're like, I'm seeing like in this card, you know, it's like a balancing act, you know, and I think that your situation is going to change very soon. Like in a year from now, I don't think that you're going to be working as hard, or if you are, you're not going to be like working on like so many things. I think that Spirit's message is like keep going, keep fighting through it. I also am getting a sense, maybe this is around like a relationship. I did see that come up. This is supposed to be advice for your career, but I'm getting very strongly, if you're having an issue with like somebody, or if you are, or if you're considering something to do. Oh my god, I feel like this reading is just not coming through. Like, I'm not bringing it through clearly, but like, if you are in a relationship and there is like an issue or a choice or a decision that you need to talk through with someone, Spirit is advising that you communicate clearly. Do not assume what other people want. I'm getting very clear in this card also. Do not assume that you can't do something or that you don't have the time for it, because I do think that for those of you who, like, you do have an idea on your mind that you want to bring into fruition, Spirit is saying that there is somebody in your life that you can talk to that can actually help you come up with solutions on how to start approaching this dream. But that's only for some of you. For others of you and for the majority of you, I think that Spirit is telling you that you are absolutely on the right track. I know it feels like a balancing act right now, but I feel like Spirit wants you to, one, remember to enjoy the abundance that you are creating. You earn it. You have earned it. I'm so sorry, pile number 4. My camera, the battery keeps running out, so my camera did cut out. I did forget what I was saying, but I believe I was talking about the way that Spirit wants you to, you know, balance your hard work with also enjoying the abundance that you've earned. But also I think that Spirit is saying, you know, trust that this is all working out for you, and I trust that I feel like everything's going to be okay. Like, I feel like you are going to actually navigate this fairly well. If there's an idea that you are thinking about right now, but maybe things are not yet in balance and you want to wait until you bring that idea in or start pursuing that idea, I would trust your own judgment on that. I think that I definitely see that there's a lot going on. Just remember not to limit yourself, and remember, like, you're working, you know, towards this abundance, right? So know that that is worth it, but also, like, don't kill yourself for it. You know, what good is this if you can't enjoy it? Okay, that is what I'm seeing. I'm sorry if this was a little bit of a shorter reading. I feel like it's coming across as though you are already doing everything in your power to, you know, pull forth abundance into your life. So I think the main message is, like, keep on going and just remember not to burn yourself out. But yeah, I hope you were able to find this reading insightful. If you did choose this pile, make sure to leave a little bear emoji down below and let me know how it resonated. I'm wishing you the best of luck on whatever it is you're working on. You definitely seem very deserving of a very positive outcome. I also do want to quickly mention that I have a main channel here on YouTube, so if you'd like to check that out, that will be down below. I would love to see you guys over there. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more readings in the future. I hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful night whenever you're seeing this, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!